Welcome to this outdoor yoga practice. We're in the beautiful mountains here in southwest Colorado. This practice is designed to stretch and open you in all ways. It's a full spectrum, balanced practice. And if you have a mat, get that ready. If you have a block and a blanket, they could come in handy, though not totally necessary. So get yourself set up and meet me standing at the front of your mat. With your feet hips distance and parallel, take a moment to feel the bottoms of your feet as if you could ground them down into the earth below. With an inhale, now reach your arms up. And with an exhale, open your elbows, let your arms release. Again, inhale, reach forward and up, open your heart. Exhale as you open wide and release the arms down. Follow your own breath for 2 more rounds. This simple movement meditation is a gentle way to begin your practice, warming you up and settling your mind. Now take your hands together at heart center as you pause to create a silent intention for this practice. Close your eyes and look inside your heart for what kind of qualities you would like to cultivate today. When you're ready, reach your arms up with an inhale and over to the right with an exhale, stretching your side body. Inhale back to center, exhale over to the left. Let's do that once again. Inhale center, exhale to your right. Inhale back up with strong legs. Exhale, reaching over to the left. Beautiful. Inhale back up and exhale. Gently release the arms down. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Press down through your feet as you lift your heart and gaze. And as you exhale, fold forward. Open your shoulders and release your head. Feeling gravity start to open your arms away from your torso. You can start here with your knees bent, and you can slowly start to straighten them. Take a few more deep breaths here. Release your hands, touching the floor or your shins. Inhale up halfway and exhale, release. Now walk your hands over to the left as you bend your left knee and pull your right hip back. Move over to the other side, reaching to the right. Bend your right knee as you pull your left hip back. Let's do that one more time on each side, enjoying the nice stretch down the side of your body and through the IT band. And then coming back to center, we'll step our feet back, finding downward dog, reaching your hips to the sky. Slowly take a moment here to stretch from side to side or pulse up and down, just moving however feels good in this first downward dog. You can create a wave-like motion of your spine as you shift forward to plank. Feel this strong line of your body from heels to shoulders. Now take a few pulses in plank. So really engage your abdominals as you inhale, coil in, look towards your belly. And then exhale as you reach your heart forward. Inhale, coil in. Exhale, open your heart forward. Lower all the way to the floor. Inhale, roll open for cobra. You can stay low or high. Exhale as you come down, plant your hands, lift your hips up and back, downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg slowly back and up. Exhale, open your hips as you let your right knee bend and your foot drape over to your left. As you inhale, extend your leg back. And as you exhale, squeeze your knee forward and step between your hands, coming to lunge. Inhale as you coil in here, feel your inner thighs squeeze together. And exhale as you soften your hips, radiate your heart forward. Take a few more pulses like this in your lunge, inhaling to coil in, exhale to open the chest. As you coil in, you can feel the strength of the earth rise up through your belly to round your back. And as you exhale, you can feel the softening and opening of your hips towards the earth. Now lower your back knee, and with an inhale, rise up, arms and heart to the sky. Lift your chest and rise up through the back body. Then exhale, plant your hands down, step back to plank. Take an inhale in plank, Choose to keep your knees lifted or lowered as you lower all the way down. Inhale, press up to cobra. Reach your tailbone back. And exhale, roll back down. Plant your hands and press to downward dog. Nice. Let's try the other side. When you're ready, inhale the left leg up high. And as you exhale, let it drape over to your right. Bend your knee, open your hips. Inhale, extend your leg back and up. Exhale, squeeze your knee in. Step all the way between your hands. And find that pulse again here in lunge. So your hands are on fingertips like tents. You're pulsing with your breath. Inhale to coil in energy from the earth up through your spine to the sky. Exhale as you melt your hips towards the earth and open your heart forward. Take a couple more rounds of deep breaths here in lunge. And then lower your back knee and inhale, lift your heart and arms to the sky. Exhale, slowly take your hands down, press back, downward dog. With an inhale, shift forward to plank. Lower your knees or keep them lifted as you lower your heart to the floor. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift your heart and gaze to cobra. Exhale, come to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth here. When you're ready, take your right leg up with an inhale. Exhale, bend it over to the left. Inhale, extend your leg up and square your hips. Exhale, step your right foot forward again between your hands. This time, root your left heel down at about a 45-degree angle and rise up to warrior two, arms parallel to the floor. Now we'll pulse here. Inhale, arms up, straighten your right leg. Exhale, right leg bends as your arms reach down. Inhaling up, gaze is forward and steady. Exhale, down, strong legs. Each time you bend your right knee, press it open to the right to continue opening your hips. Beautiful. Feel your left leg strong as you ground down into your outer left foot and press your left thigh back. Take a deep inhale here as you stand strong in warrior two. With an exhale, reach your right arm up and back, your left hand down your leg, and inhale back up to warrior two. Exhale over to side angle, left arm reaches forward. Rise back up to warrior two with an inhale. Exhale, release the hands to interlace behind your back, and inhale, open your chest. Exhale, fold forward, your torso diving inside your right leg for a deep hip opener called humble warrior. Opening your shoulders as well. Let your arms drape over you, reaching them away from your torso. Let your head just hang with gravity here. Release your hands down to frame your foot. Inhale, reach your right arm up with your left hand planted. Exhale, dive your right arm under your right thigh. Your back heel can lift here. Inhale again, up. Exhale, dive under. Inhale, up and twist, roll open your chest. Exhale, dive the right arm under, coil in. Beautiful. Once again, dive under and rise up. Inhale. Now release your right hand to the floor, coming back to lunge. You can lower your back knee and then pull your hips back, straightening your front leg as you bow over your right shin. As you inhale, bend your right knee, come back to lunge. And exhale, pull the hips back, fold over your leg, continuing forward and back here for this nice stretch of your right hamstrings and calf, and also of your left hip flexors. Take several more rounds, moving forward and back with your own breath rhythm. And when you're ready, stay back, right leg engaged, bow completely over your right leg, letting your head melt towards the earth with no tension in your neck as you take a couple more breaths here to open your right hamstrings and calf. With your next inhale, come back to lunge. Exhale, step to plank. Inhale, coil in, look towards your belly. Exhale, radiate open, heart forward. Good. Keep your arms strong as you pulse here in your plank. and then lower all the way down to the earth. Inhale, rise up to cobra, and exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take a moment to stretch out here and get ready for the second side. With an inhale, lift your left leg up high. Open your hips. Exhale, drape your leg over to the right with your knee bent. Inhale as you extend up and back. And exhale, coil in. Step your left foot between your hands. Root your right heel down and rise up to warrior two. Hips open, heart open. Inhale, reach your arms up as you straighten your left leg. Exhale, deep bend in your legs. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, come deep in. Pulse here, rising with your inhale, strong legs. Exhale, left knee bends, arms release down. Feel your arms moving with grace and sweetness as your legs stay strong like mountains. Find your warrior two, arms reaching. Strong left leg. Reach back. Exhale. Left arm over your head. Inhale, stand back in warrior two. Exhale your left elbow to your left knee and your right arm reaches up in a diagonal. Strong line. Rise up again, warrior two. And with your exhale, release your hands to interlace behind your back. Inhale, rise up, long spine. Exhale, dive inside your left leg for humble warrior. Your strong right leg will support you here as you let your upper body release. Neck soft, arms gently releasing away from your torso to open your shoulders. Beautiful. Take another breath. Release your hands down, lift your back heel, and now with an inhale, lift your left arm up and back. Exhale, coil it under your left thigh. Take a few rounds with your breath here, opening with an inhale to a twist, drawing into center with your exhale, pulsing just like we did in the plank and the lunge before to engage the core and find energetic alignment through your moving meditation. Release your left hand and your right knee down. And as you next exhale, pull your hips back, bow over your left leg. Good. Inhale forward to lunge. Exhale, pull your left leg straight, bow over your left leg. Continue moving with your breath forward and back, opening your right hip flexors, your left hamstrings and calf muscles. Moving slow and steady to your breath rhythm. Next time you come back, stay with your left leg extended, your left leg engaged by pulling your left toes towards your head as you rest your neck and upper body all the way down. Take another breath or two here. Feel free to exhale out your mouth. And with an inhale, come back to lunge. Step back through downward dog, stretching your whole body. Press strongly through your hands and fingertips. Lower your knees down. Now walk your hands forward about a foot and melt your forehead towards the earth. If you're more flexible, you can rest your chest and chin towards the earth. Your hips should be right over your knees here as you find a deep opening in the thoracic spine. Coil back in and rise forward to forearm plank. Find the same pulse we've been working with here. Inhale, coil in, look towards your belly, round your spine. Exhale, radiate your heart forward and your heels back. Good. This is a nice strengthener for your core and your arms, as well as your legs and back. Take a couple more rounds here, feeling the strength of your body. Now lower all the way into your belly and open into Sphinx, heart forward, tailbone pulls back, toes reach back. And rest all the way down. Hands can come to a prayer position over your head. Let your forehead or your cheek rest down to the floor as you take a few soothing breaths. When you're ready, slide your hands back behind you and rise up to cobra with an inhale. You're going to pulse here. Exhale, coming partway down to the earth. And inhale, rolling back up. Just coming as high as feels right for your back. You can keep it low or you can rise up to the sky. Next time you rise up, reach your arms back and lift your legs. Interlace your fingers. Reach your arms and upper body up. Reach your toes back and squeeze your legs together. Beautiful. Release your arms again. You can rest your cheek onto your hands. Shake out your hips side to side to release your low back. Take your hands now under your shoulders. Press up to plank if you can, and then back to downward dog, meeting here. Lift your right leg up with an inhale, and exhale, drape it over to the left, bending your knee. Now we'll take a few circles through the right leg. So with your knee bent, make big circles, as big as you can, to open through your hips and pelvis. Your left leg and both your hands stay strong to root you to the earth as your right leg opens. As you're ready, bring your right shin forward. Place it on the floor for Pigeon Pose. Your legs will look like the shape of number 7. If your hips don't evenly reach the floor, take a blanket under your right hip to support your pelvis here. And then you'll slowly start to fold your torso forward. You could place your elbows on a block, or your block might come in handy to rest your forehead. You might be able to rest all the way down, supporting your forehead on your hands. Once you get comfortable, find a moment to fully relax here. We're going to take several long, deep, slow breaths as we settle into this pose. If this feels really uncomfortable for you at home, go ahead and take it onto your back. The same stretch, just roll onto your back, bend your knees, and cross your right ankle over your left thigh. You can pause the video and stay here as long as you want. You have the option now to come up for a back bend in pigeon. This is totally optional. You can rise up, reach your left hand back to your bent left leg. It might help to place your right hand on a block here. As you extend your left leg back, feel your left shoulder opening. Square your shoulders forward. Now you'll pulse, drawing the foot in towards your hips and then extending it back. Pulse in, extend back, trying to keep your shoulders and heart squared forward. Beautiful. Enjoy this nice stretch of your left quadriceps, your back, and your left shoulder and pectoral muscles. Finally, for some of you with more flexibility, you could try and hook your fingers around your left big toe and maybe open into a bound back bend. Everybody can release now and meet for a few more moments down in Pigeon Pose. If you're on your back doing figure 4, stay for a couple more breaths. Then slowly make your way up. We'll meet in downward dog. If you like, you can take one more vinyasa here, lowering from plank to the earth, rising up to cobra with an inhale, and then with your exhale, pressing back to downward facing dog, long spine, long legs. Get ready for the second side. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, drape it over to the right, bending your knee. And now take your circles here. Big full circles of your left knee, rolling open your pelvis, massaging the inner muscles of your left hip. Move with your breath, inhaling up, and exhale, step your left shin forward, finding pigeon on this side, or moving onto your back for the figure 4 stretch. Setting up with your blanket, if you like that, under your left hip to support your pelvis, and then slowly melting down, maybe using the block for your forearms, maybe resting your forehead on the block, or if you have the flexibility, taking your head all the way down to your hands. In these restful moments, it's important to see and notice through the body where you tend to hold on to tension. Bringing your awareness there will help make that tension slowly dissolve with your awareness. You can stay here for an extra long hip opener, or you can rise up to choose the back bending variation. Reaching your right hand behind to hook your right foot. Square your shoulders as you press your foot back. opening your right forearm. Now draw your foot in and extend back. Beautiful pulsing here to open your right quadriceps and your right pectoral and shoulder muscles. Move with your deep, full breaths. Now you can choose to stay here, or if you have the flexibility, take the bound variation, hooking your big toe, wrapping your right elbow out to the side and up for a deep back bend and shoulder opening variation. Take another breath or so here, and when you're ready, release. Everybody will come to pigeon, or if you're in your figure 4 stretch on your back, stay for just a few more deep breaths. Soften your torso completely. Rest your head down. Take one more deep breath. When you're ready, take your hands back under your chest and swing your right leg around. Everybody will meet up on your seat. It could be really helpful to place your blanket just under your sit bones here to help you sit up nice and tall. With your right leg extended, take your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Inhale, rise up, and exhale, reach forward. And then let your head and upper body relax into this deep stretch for your right leg and also for your back body. If you have the flexibility, you can rest your head onto your leg. If you're sitting up tall, keep your spine long and your gaze forward. Take a few deep breaths here. Keep your right leg engaged by pulling your right toes back, grounding your right thigh. Slowly rise up, plant your left foot onto the floor, and then turning to your left for a twist. Your left hand comes behind you, and your right arm can either hug in your left leg, or you can cross your right elbow over your left thigh, touching your heart gently with your hand, twisting to look behind your left shoulder. As you twist, continue rising up through the spine, lifting the back body, and lifting up through the base of the skull. Now release forward and open back up with reverse table, planting your hands behind you, lifting your hips as you ground through your feet. Exhale to lower your hips down. Extend your left leg and pull your right foot into your left hamstring. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, reach your heart towards your foot, and then relax your head down. Or if your hamstrings are really talking to you and it feels better to sit up tall, just move slowly into the stretch, keeping your spine long and your gaze gently forward. Spend a few moments here, settling a little bit deeper into the stretch with each exhale. Feel the inhale coming deep into the belly, and feel the exhale relaxing tension. Slowly rise and plant your right foot on the floor, twisting to the right this time, either hugging in with your left arm or crossing your left elbow over your right thigh, touching your heart gently as you gaze over your right shoulder. Lift up through the spine here as you ground through the sit bones. Feel the very base of the skull lifting back and up as you gently pull the chin in without looking down. Inhale to look forward. Both legs extended now. We're going to inhale the arms up to the sky. Exhale, reach the heart forward and bow. Keep your legs engaged by pulling the toes back towards your head and grounding down through both hamstrings. If you have more flexibility, you could hold your block around your feet and reach forward, feeling the nice stretch along your back body. If this is really challenging for you because of tight hamstrings, feel free to have a little bend in your knees here, or even place a blanket under your knees. With an inhale, slowly roll up. Come off of your blanket and move it to the side. so that you can rise up for a core strengthening pose called Navasana. Lift your legs, lift your arms. You can also choose to hold the backs of your knees and keep your knees bent. We'll slowly roll down, pausing with the legs hovering. We'll slowly take the torso down, curling the shoulders away from the floor for one more deep breath in, and exhale, rest everything down to the earth for a moment. Soften your whole body. Take a nice deep breath in. Bend your knees now. Place your heels close to your hips. And slowly lift your pelvis. You can keep your arms by your sides, or if you have the flexibility, roll your shoulders in and interlace your fingers under your legs. Press your upper arms down into the mat and press down through the inner edges of your feet as you lift your hips high. Engage your legs by squeezing your knees towards each other as if you're holding an apple between them. Press gently down through the back of your head. Now, keeping your hips high, release your arms up to the sky, and with an exhale, slowly roll all the way down. Bend your knees and draw them into your chest. You can rock a little side to side here, enjoying a massage across your sacrum. Moving into a twist now, you can let your knees bend to your left. If you want it to be a little bit deeper, hold your right knee with your left hand. Reach your gaze and right arm out to the right, and then settle in for a couple breaths in this supine twist. Soften your neck and eyes. You can close your eyes as you start to take your attention more inwards. Come into center and then make your way over to the other side. You can hold your left leg with your right hand, or just let the knees stay together as they drape over to the right, gazing to the left. Take one more deep breath in and out. With your next inhale, come back to center. Let your knees come open and your feet together. Take your hands onto the very tops of your thighs with your thumbs on top and your fingers pointing down, and press your hips away from you. You should feel a gentle traction of your spine. Release your arms overhead now, either with your elbows bent like cactuses, or if you can reach one hand to your wrist, you can hook here. And just let everything drift open and soften. Feel the vulnerability of this pose and know that you're safe here. Release your hands to your thighs to help your knees come back together. And then when you're ready, extend your legs into Shavasana. Let your arms release out to your sides with your palms up. Make sure you feel comfortable here. If there's any twinge in your low back, it can help to place a blanket or a pillow under your knees. And if your head feels like it needs a support, go ahead and put a pillow under your head. We're going to take some time here to take the mind's eye across the body, slowly releasing any tension, body part by part. As you listen to my voice, take your attention to each body part and notice how bringing your awareness there will invite more relaxation. Start at the tips of your toes, softening each of your toes. Relax the bottoms of your feet, the tops of your feet, your ankles, shins, and calves, your knees, thighs, and hips, your low belly and your low back, your mid-back and your low ribs. Relax your upper back, shoulder blades, your chest, and your collarbones. Relax your shoulders, upper arms, your forearms, your palms, and the backs of your hands. Relax your thumbs, first fingers, middle fingers, ring fingers, and pinky fingers. Relax your neck, your ears, the back of your head, and the top of your head. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyelids, and your eyeballs. Relax your cheeks and your nose. Relax your lips, your teeth, your jaw, and your tongue. Relax your chin. Relax all the muscles of your face. Relax your entire head and face. Feel and relax your entire upper body. Feel and relax your entire lower body. You can stay here as long as you like, at home, or when you're ready, start to bring gentle movement into your body again by stretching through your wrists and feet. When you're ready, roll over to one side and rest for a moment, completely at ease. As you make your way up to your seat, take it slow and gentle as if you were helping up a small child. As you come to your seat, lift your arms up with an inhale and exhale to your hands together down through heart center. Twice more inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. One more deep breath in and up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Bowing gently, we take a moment here to feel gratitude and reverence for this practice, for our body, for this beautiful earth. Thank you so much for joining me on this practice today. Namaste.